Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for December 8, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in U.S. politics, Representative Green has found herself at the center of controversy once again. This time, it's over her comments regarding the Second Amendment and its relation to the Democratic Party. We'll be keeping a close eye on how this situation develops and bringing you updates as more information becomes available. Secondly, we're looking at the ongoing situation in Syria, where it's been a year since the regime change. Despite efforts by the new interim government to rebuild and restore basic services, the country still faces numerous challenges, including devastating scenes of destruction, economic struggles, and foreign policy complications. We'll continue to monitor the progress in Syria and provide analysis on the implications for the region. Lastly, German Chancellor Merz has visited Israel, reaffirming Germany's support for Israel amidst complicated timing with the stalled ceasefire process in Gaza. The visit highlighted the complex web of relationships and interests at play in the region, with both leaders emphasizing their commitment to strengthening bilateral ties while navigating the challenges of international law and regional peace. These are just a few of the major stories we're following today. We'll be diving deeper into each of these topics throughout the day. So, now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know it's right now. Despite efforts towards peace, clashes between the military and rebel groups continue, causing widespread displacement and humanitarian concerns. In recent days, the situation in the eastern part of the country has deteriorated, with reports of fighting between government forces and the M23 rebel group. The conflict has led to the displacement of thousands of people, with many fleeing to neighboring countries or seeking refuge in makeshift camps within the DRC. The international community is increasingly concerned about the humanitarian situation, with the United Nations and other organizations calling for an immediate ceasefire and increased support for those affected by the conflict. In related news, there have been reports of a potential agreement between the DRC and Rwanda aimed at reducing tensions and addressing the root causes of the conflict. However, details of the agreement are still scarce, and it remains to be seen whether it will lead to a lasting resolution. We'll continue to monitor the situation in the DRC and provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, our thoughts are with those affected by the conflict, and we hope for a swift and peaceful resolution. In other news, the recent attempted coup in Benin has been foiled, with order restored and 14 individuals arrested in connection with the incident. The Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, has deployed troops to the country to support stability and prevent further unrest. We'll also be keeping an eye on the situation in Nigeria, where kidnapped schoolchildren were recently released. While this is a positive development, concerns remain about the security challenges facing the country, including kidnappings and Islamist insurgency. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, in the tech sector, NVIDIA and Palantir Technologies are vying for investors' attention in the artificial intelligence space. Both companies have shown remarkable growth potential, but with different approaches, NVIDIA focusing on hardware and Palantir on software. We'll be keeping a close eye on these two giants as they shape the future of AI. In the energy sector, Antero Resources Corp is nearing a multi-billion-dollar deal to acquire privately held shale gas producer HG Energy. This acquisition would expand Antero's natural gas reserves at a time when prices are rebounding due to increased demand. We'll be monitoring this development closely as it has significant implications for the energy landscape. Lastly, Sembcorp is in discussions to buy Australia's Alinta Energy, which could lead to a substantial expansion of its presence in the Australian energy market. As we navigate these complex stories, it's essential to maintain a balanced perspective and recognize both the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. Stay informed, and let's continue to navigate the ever-changing world of finance and energy together. We'll bring you updates on these developments as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we looked at the eruption of Kilauea volcano in Hawaii, but actually, it was about the volcanic activity on Earth and its connection to the cosmos. The article highlighted the importance of understanding our planet's geological processes and their potential links to the universe. Secondly, we discussed the issue of light pollution and its impact on the Hubble Space Telescope's ability to observe the cosmos. The scientific community has raised concerns about the increasing levels of artificial light in space, which could compromise future generations' ability to explore and understand the universe. Lastly, we explored the arrival of Comet 3I Atlas, a mysterious and fleeting visitor from the depths of our solar system. As it approaches Earth, scientists are eager to study this ancient, icy body and unravel its secrets, which could provide insights into the formation and evolution of our cosmic neighborhood. These articles remind us of the awe-inspiring beauty and complexity of our universe and the importance of responsible space exploration and scientific literacy. Join us as we continue to explore the wonders of the cosmos and uncover the secrets that lie within. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. First off, let's talk about the Toronto Blue Jays as they head into the MLB winter meetings. With a clear agenda and a determination to bolster their roster after a heartbreaking Game 7 loss to the Dodgers in the World Series, the Blue Jays are looking to make significant moves. They've already made a statement with the introduction of Dylan Cease, their newest acquisition, in a 7-year, $210 million deal. The team is focused on addressing key areas such as securing a big bat and reinforcing their bullpen. In other news, we took a closer look at the personal side of sports with Travis Kelce's heartfelt moment with his mother, Donna. It was a poignant reminder of the human side of athletes and the importance of family bonds in their lives. As I always say, tell it like it is. In the drama of athletic competition, there's often more to the story than what meets the eye. And finally, we touched on the latest from the world of baseball, including the Blue Jays' potential trade candidates and the Rule 5 draft. With the offseason promising to be as intriguing as it is pivotal for the team's future success, we'll be keeping a close eye on all the developments. Stay informed, and let's keep the conversation going. This is Howard Closewell speaking, reminding you that in the world of sports, there's always more to the story than what meets the eye. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currall.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, a devastating fire in Edenderry, Ireland, claimed the lives of a woman and an infant boy, with concerns about potential links to drug-related crime. The community is coming together to support each other, and local authorities are calling for increased resources to tackle the issue. In another part of Ireland, near Dundalk, a two-car collision left an infant boy in critical condition, with several others injured. The road is currently closed for investigation, and our thoughts are with the families affected. Lastly, in Melbourne, Australia, a car crashed into a medical centre, resulting in the death of a middle-aged man. The driver is under police guard, and investigators are working to determine the circumstances surrounding the incident. The community is in shock, and police are urging anyone with information or footage to come forward. These stories serve as poignant reminders of the devastating consequences of tragedy and violence, and the importance of supporting those affected by it. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of the victims, as well as the communities struggling to cope with these senseless losses. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got a fantastic lineup of stories for you today. First up, we're talking about the sweet treats that Hollywood's biggest stars just can't get enough of. From Tom Cruise's famous coconut cake to custom creations from Susie Cakes and Compart's Chocolatier, we've got the scoop on Tinseltown's favorite holiday indulgences. Next, we're diving into the world of luxury watches, where the recent New York Watch Auction 13 made history with a whopping $75.5 million in sales. We're talking about rare timepieces from the likes of Francis Ford Coppola and F.P. Journe, and the staggering prices that collectors are willing to pay for these unique pieces. And finally, we're touching on the latest news from the world of celebrity relationships and fashion. Who's wearing what, and who's making headlines in the style department? We've got all the juicy details. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and join us for a fun-filled morning of entertainment news and gossip. It's going to be a great show. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we celebrated the arrival of the prized Matsubagani snow crab at the Hotel Nuotani Tokyo's exclusive fair in the Sanin region of Japan. This culinary event showcased the perfect harmony between the snow crab and Hakushu Bijin white leeks, paired with Tottori's locally crafted sake. In another thought-provoking article, we explored the intriguing hypothesis that certain bird species, particularly corvids like crows and ravens, could potentially replace humans as the dominant force on Earth. Their intelligence, adaptability, and complex social structures make them surprisingly strong contenders. Lastly, we shared heartwarming news from Indonesia, where a conservation effort has led to the successful hatching of critically endangered Sumatran tiger cubs. This remarkable achievement highlights the importance of collaborative conservation efforts and gives us hope for the future of these majestic creatures. Tune in to our full articles for more in-depth coverage of these captivating stories, and join us again soon on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Have a great day! And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.